This will be part one in a series of videos that will explain how to set up an Etrade PRO platform in a way that best allows one to make profits on a consistent basis. We're going to start with covering the basics and then work our way to more advanced capabilities. So let's review the important icons up here and what purpose each one serves. The order statuses is nice because you can click on it and it will show you all of your open orders for the day and whatnot for your different accounts and stuff and your executions. You can have it show just the completed ones, the canceled ones, or the pending ones. So you don't need to go back to the website in order to see what your open or executed orders are. You can access them directly from your platform. Accounts, there's no need to go over it. It just simply states your balances and your day trading power, which is nice. Quick quote, say you don't want to look at a level 2, maybe something mentioned, something in chat, and you just want to get a quick glance at a stock. FTK was active today. You can get a nice, it's at 1020, you get the bid and the ask, you get the market cap, the total volume, get the 3-month performance, the average volume. So it gives you a nice rundown of kind of the key information. Also, when a stock has news out like Apple did, a little news icon will pop up and you can click on that and the news will then pop up, and it's nice in that you can see it right here. Watch list is very important because it's a key part in being able to analyze a lot of different stocks and keep one eye open without having to devote a level 2 screen or a chart. Now say you want to add a stock to your watch list, you simply right click, click on settings, and start adding away. And then once again, it's nice because if there's news out, it'll come up with a little news icon. It'll show you the total volume. You can sort things by volume, by the last trade, by the news. The chart is important because technical analysis is a key to any successful trader's repertoire. You can make the chart bigger. Then say you want to add some moving averages, or maybe you want the RSI indicator on there, or an exponential moving average. There's all types of different technical indicators you can use by simply clicking on studies and going over this. Now, say you want to make a trend line. You go to tools, you select trend line, just nice and easy. Then you can right click, extend it that way. You can have your fun. Options chain, for those who trade options, will tell you the bid and the ask on different option strikes. You can bring up tons of different strike prices. You can review different expiration dates, which is nice. News, if you just pull up news, it'll have the streaming news, so you can see some of the headlines that are coming up. And if you type in a stock specifically, we're using Under Armour in this case, you can see you get a nice little write-up here on Under Armour. The strategy scanner, which we will be covering in another part on this series in greater detail, allows you to come up with your own strategies to implement into your trading. And what's nice about this is Etrade offers a lot of different predefined strategies to use that you can have some fun with, and they'll return a bunch of stocks for the day. You can see you get all types of stuff, and you can do searches, so you can only view one stock in particular, and you can come up with your own strategy. If you want to do a new strategy, you go here, and like I said, we'll cover this in greater detail later. What's nice also is after you come up with a strategy, you can back test it by simply clicking back test. Then you choose your different parameters, exit position if the price moves, in your favor, against you. And it's nice because it allows you to control your risk and stay in control of your trades, which is important. Now this tab is really neat. The sectors icon, and what this will do is it'll show you details into every different sector, whether you're looking for technical or fundamental data. This is kind of a directory of sorts where you can see it lists all the different sectors that we have, and if you click on it, we'll do financial sector in this case. It then gets really specific and breaks the overall sector down into each industry. We'll do investment services, say Goldman Sachs. And then what's nice is you can see it then lists every stock in that industry within that sector. And you can do this for all the different sectors. You can go into energy, oil and gas, and here you see again the same thing. And what's so great about this is, say you notice a bullish trend or bearish trend in a particular sector, you can use this tool to get specific exposure to that sector without having to do a ton of research on Google or something. You can find a stock in that industry or sector by using this icon. And what's also nice is it will show you the one-day change. So today we can see technology was best performing. It'll show you the 5-day change, the 13-week change, and a relative strength rank of the sector in general. So you can see how this could be very helpful. Top 10 icon is nice because it can show you some different sections. Can choose largest stock gainers, losers, net change, or most active, which happens to be my preference. Can look at the NASDAQ, Amex, New York Stock Exchange. And this is nice because it'll show you the most active stocks, so there's a lot of liquidity, which makes for good trading opportunities. High-low ticker is important because it can give you an overall read into the market, because you click on settings and you can see, you can ask it to display new 52-week highs versus new 52-week lows for Amex, NASDAQ, OTC, and the New York Stock Exchange. And I like this because if you have it displaying the 52-week highs and lows, you can get a gauge for if there's more bullish momentum or bearish momentum based on whether or not there are more stocks making 52-week highs or are there more stocks making 52-week lows. So I like to use it as a overall market indicator. Market depth is very important. This is your level 2. Unfortunately, since I'm conducting this videos after hours, you don't see any offers on the level 2. But during the day, all of this is filled with different bid sizes, where the bid is priced, the size of the offer, and the market maker ID. And this is critical in your trading. As we've pointed out in prior videos, level 2 is a very important tool to understand and analyze when trading actively. It can be very helpful in timing tops and bottoms and recognizing support and resistances. Time and sales is good because it can show you the specific tape on a trade, on a stock for the day. If you want to get more settings, you go to max rows, type in the max 3000. You can choose if you want it to show you trades only, the bid and the ask, whatnot. We'll just do trades only for the purpose of this. I'll show you where this is useful. For example, today GRMC, we noticed a big block trade of like 3 million shares. So say you didn't notice it right away, but GRMC popped up on your radar later in the day and you wanted to look and see just what trading went on. You could see right there, 13:31 and 29 seconds, a trade for 3.7 million shares at 25 cents. So this is useful in seeing just where the volume was really traded, because sometimes you'll see a stock has really high volume, but it could be that, like in GRMC's case, a lot of that volume traded on just one trade. So once again, this just provides more information for making better decisions. And lastly, the one I'll go over is the alerts. Say you have a certain stock that you're following. You can then select that stock and you can say, I want to be alerted when the price is greater than X value. So in Apple's case, for this example, we'll do 405 or lower than 370, and then you can set this. So now I'm going to be alerted. I can choose if I want it to be a sound. I can then offer other things. I can do the price only. I can do total volume, all types of stuff, which is very nice. So the purpose of this first section of the video was just to get acquainted to the tools on Etrade Pro. In our next section, we will go over how to set up these tools in an organized way so that you are prepared and capable and ready to make good trades.